Hey, it's Andrew here. Thank you for tuning in to this little video. I just got back from vacation. I took some time off to spend some time with the family, try out some restaurants, go to some museums, do some gymnastics, and go to IKEA a few times. Not sure why, but we love it. But what I wanted to do is in my time off, actually, I got to think about a few things, and some of that time was spent thinking about business, not too much. But I thought about updating the video that I made a few weeks ago around Tim Sesnick's article, in which it's this one here, in which he shows, how he's used life insurance to create another retirement strategy for his clients. And he took this 46-year-old. He said, hey, we're going to put $50,000 a year for 10 years, and he's going to access the money later on. Something we do a lot. But I don't think this is the full story, because in this type of case, we would almost always include some risk planning as well. And so I thought it would make sense to go keep that same 50,000 premium, but show what we might do, or at least show this client if we were involved in the consultation. So what Tim did is he said, hey, why don't we put $50,000 a year into this policy for this individual, and that's all we're going to do. Now, he did it for 10 years, and I'm going to extend it to 15 years. I'm going to tell you why. Is that what we're going to do is we're going to put, instead of 50,000 to life, we're only going to put 40,000, because what we're going to put the other $10,000 in is a critical illness insurance policy. And for this individual doing a level 75 plan with return of premium, it's going to get him $360,000 of critical illness insurance coverage, something he didn't have in Tim's other plan because he wasn't doing both. Now, he might be doing both. He just wasn't illustrating that article. But if we were showing this client, wouldn't it make sense to go, hey, it's still 50,000. You can do 40 in the life and then 10,000 to the CI. Now, the reason why I did this case here for 15 years is that if this individual doesn't get sick after 15 years, this return of premium is going to come back to the client. And what we can do in this policy is we're going to use that return of premium amount to keep on paying the life insurance in the situation where he doesn't get sick. But if he does, of course, he's got that $360,000 coming in. Wouldn't that be a better arrangement for a business owner going, hey, we're going to start building wealth for the future. We're going to put some money in life insurance and we can access that money later on. But we should also buy some CI in case you get sick. And hey, at the end of the day, if you don't get sick, it's all going to come back. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep on funding your life insurance policy for a few more years. So that's what we're illustrating here. Now, I ran the numbers. So we have a strategy here that shows you how much income you can take out of this policy. So if we were to look at the 50,000 into life insurance example, the total cash flow you can take out in retirement is about 1.1 million net. Now, you could take it out as personal lending, corporate lending. We can look at that later on. But just in terms of cash flow coming out of it, you can pull about 1.1. I ran the same numbers using the life and strategy where we put $40,000 in and then use the return of premium to fund it for a few more years. And you can almost pull out 1.1 million as well. The difference between those two numbers is about 6%. Now, I think you could probably bring that number even closer to zero by using maybe a split dollar arrangement or something like that. And there's a few other factors at play. But what we can show this client is, listen, you know what? It makes a lot of sense for you to take your $50,000, put some into critical illness insurance to protect yourself and protect your business. And if nothing happens, all going to come back. Put the remaining into life insurance. And if that return of premium comes back to you, keep on funding your life insurance for a few more years. You're only off a few percent of ending return. It's not a lot. And if you really want to bring that number to zero, we can do some tax planning on the split dollar shared ownership side or something like that. That is the type of planning that I would definitely recommend for this client. And it makes a lot of sense to do this. And if you're working with us, you see us do this over and over and over again. We constantly do these things. This is just using Tim's article here to go, how would we do this? But we do this all the time for business owners. Hey, you're doing well. You want to save some money, shelter some money. Why don't you put some money into the life insurance, put some money into CI? Of course, make sure you have enough disability insurance. But on the life CI strategy, it makes a whole lot of sense to combine those two things. First, something can happen to the individual and they're going to have coverage. But second, if nothing does happen to you, you get all your money out, you're not really off by too much. Well, in that 15-year period, let's not forget, they had $360,000 of critical illness insurance coverage. And if you want to bring that number a little bit closer, you could probably do a split dollar arrangement if that's something the client be looking for. Anyways, short little video. Wanted to show you what we've been doing. So let me know if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.